Hello everyone, thanks for joining me for another video. Today's video is going to be a spring layout. Basically, recently I have joined a seasons type of swap. And so basically what I'm working on is pretty much all of the seasons, which I think I chose every one of them, like spring, summer, fall, and winter. I think I chose all of them. So anyway, that's what we're going to be working on. The first layout that I'm doing is the spring, and I found this paper at Joann's. It's double-sided. I really liked it, and I think it is spring. It has on here like sun, happy, bugs, different stuff like that. So it looked like spring paper to me, so I made it. You know, what I did was I cut the 12.5. I cut the 12 by 12 paper into 8 by 11. So this is well, actually this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that I cut from the pattern paper, and because it is double-sided, I wanted to make sure that I utilize that other side. So this is a 3.5 by 12 piece of cardstock, and I'm just gonna rub some adhesive on here, and then I wanted it to be like maybe an inch, well actually an inch and a half from the end. So what I'm doing is I'm using my ruler down here on my little mat that I have here, and I'm laying that right at 1 inch away from the edge of the paper. You probably can't see it because my base is a white piece of cardstock, okay? And then I wanted to lay my 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock down next. Okay, and then I'm just eyeballing it here, but I want to bring it in about an inch, so I'm gonna use my tape down at the bottom again and try to get it an inch in onto this pattern paper right here. Okay, so now I have my background and my layout. And then the next cool thing I like, this is that Dear Lizzie's paper from, oh my god, I think it was a year ago. I had a couple of strips left, so I just cut this down into strips, and then I made it into like the little ribbon edges, and I just want to lay this. I want it to go over into the other paper just a little bit. Alright, and then what I did with that 1 inch piece of pattern paper that I cut off the bottom of this 12 by 12 is I cut it. This is ribbon right here. I cut my ribbon, and then I made the little ribbon, what is this, a triangle or whatever, the edge of it, and then I did this to the same thing to the pattern paper, and then I just sewed, hand stitched some brown embroidery thread onto there. And what I want to do is I want this to go over into that one, go over into the white piece of cardstock. So we're just going to add some adhesive on the back of here, and then I wanted to line it up over the top of my Dear Lizzie strip. Okay, and this layout is very simple and elegant. I really like how it turned out. I think they'll be able to put some nice pictures on it. And then the next thing I did was I cut some pieces out with the Cricut. This is from Cindy Lou's. This is the frame feature on the cartridge. And I'm just adding a little liquid glue here. Alright. And then I'm not gluing down that little swirl, flourish, because I'm just going to put one dot right here. And then that's going to be it for that, because that's the only thing that's pretty much going to show once I put it on the page here. Okay, and then I also made a butterfly. This is with the Once Upon a Princess, and this is the butterfly from Precious, I think. The word Precious, that's the only thing I can remember. It's like that butterfly off of there. Just adding a little adhesive, and then I made 2 of them, and I just stacked it on top of each other so it adds some dimension to the butterfly. And then I added these. It looks brown, but they're like a copper color bling or rhinestone, if that's what you want to call it, but it match. It looks brown. Then this is also from Cindy Lou cartridge, and this is a flourish on there off of Cindy Lou. I think that one is one of my favorites right now, with all of the flourishes and stuff. Very girly, elegant type of cartridge. And then I'm just adding some liquid glue on there, and then I turned this upside down. And then I took some flowers that I had in my stash. They feel like silk flowers, and then this one right here I know is a prima flower. That yellow in the middle is a prima. And then I just cut out a piece of cardstock and added it to the back of the flower. And now I'm just gonna add some glue here to the back. If I can get the glue to come out. Oh, duh. I have the cap on the glue. So I'm making a mess. Okay. And I'm just gonna swirl it on there. And then I'm placing the flower down right about there. Okay, so this completes the layout for today, and also the first layout of my seasons. I am going to try to record all of the seasons that I'm doing for this swap. I thought that would be pretty neat, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great weekend. Bye.